Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Bobcats Coaches Show here live from Crossroads Social House in Wytheville. It's a bit of a hodgepodge situation tonight. As you can see, there is no Wojtek Zemlika. He unfortunately is at home sick. Hopefully he'll be good by the time we get to Port Huron this coming weekend. But this is not the Coaches Show tonight. This is the Captain Show. And the captain recently, in case you missed it, I don't know, you may have been living under a rock if you missed it, scored his 100th career goal on a redirect in front on the power play. I was going to say that was quite a delayed reaction, but the president and CEO of the Danny Martin fan club, Brandon Thor, is over there to our right, and he made this really pretty light-up sign that made my ADHD go nuts after the game, but or did Farrah make it? Farrah made the sign.
Is my mic working?
Yes, your mic is working.
Okay. Should I be hearing anything in here?
No.
Okay. All right. But yeah, I do still have that sign.
He still has the sign, yes.
I appreciate it. It was pretty cool how it worked out. Just, he made the sign, and then I scored that game. Obviously, I wanted to get it out of the way as soon as I could. Pretty cool to do it with a comeback win. If we lost, it wouldn't have been so important. But since we did come back and win that game, it was pretty cool. And then obviously having the jersey auction after and talking with all the fans and everything was a pretty cool moment for me.
Yeah, that was one heck of a jersey auction, too, I might add. So thanks to everyone that participated in that. Our next one will be, I believe, in January for the St. Jude Showdown. So that'll be a lot of fun. But Friday night was a fun night, all things considered. At times it wasn't, but, PJ scores the latest regulation game-winning goal in franchise history, second only to your buzzer beater 2 years ago.
It was 1 second, yeah.
Yes, so
which was not in regulation.
No, it was not. So this was the latest in regulation.
Yeah, it makes
second
sense.
latest in a game in franchise history. So it was a topsy-turvy, back-and-forth kind of game. It was really like that all weekend, and I said on the broadcast, it's one thing to catch a team like that the first game of the series, but it's a lot harder to come back the second night because the opponent has seen that movie before, and they're going to do whatever they can to prevent seeing it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating, to say the least. We got to play with leads and learn to keep them instead of, the trend that we've been going on, which has been kind of go down early and then fight our way back, which obviously we've been able to do this year, but that's just not how we want to be playing. We want to be, just stepping on the gas and keeping the foot on the pedal and taking it to teams. Obviously, we put together 3 really good third periods this weekend, but, 3 periods out of 9 is not enough. And so, we have high expectations and definitely going to try to raise the bar going forward here.
Yeah, as we said, we talked about it a lot on the show, this divisional gauntlet that you guys are in schedule-wise. It began, with Indiana, continues through Danbury, then you have Watertown for 3 this weekend, and we still have a ways to go on it. There's still one more meeting with Port Huron and one more meeting with Indiana coming up, and going into the weekend, last weekend, the discussion was, how big these points are, not only because they're divisional, so they count twice, but the head-to-head wins are what really matter come tiebreaker time. And as tight as things are, you look at Port Huron, Topeka's creeping up on them as well. So things are really, like 2 through 6 are really starting to get tight.
Yeah, I mean, this past weekend was a huge opportunity for us, and really at the end of the day, we blew it, which is tragic. Really kind of just a tough weekend. These points matter so much when it comes to making the playoffs and, wanting home ice advantage and just, like you said, with these divisional games and stuff, not really 2 games we could afford to let slip this past weekend. One thing that is positive is that, we got a lot of games left and we're going to have to make up some ground somewhere else, and that's just what we're going to have to do going forward because, again, tough weekend, but we can rally and try to turn it around. So
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is I don't think anybody's really pressing the panic button, at any certain point. But there is also a sense of urgency that, these games matter, these games are important, and there is a lot of season left, but you've got to start pressing the foot to the gas pedal.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just like I said, we're going to have to make up some ground now. So obviously you're not going to win every game, but the games that you're expected to win, you have to win them. And, we haven't been able to put 60 minutes together enough throughout the season. And so we're going to have to start doing that and start beating some other really good teams. There's no weak teams in the league, but every game now is a must win in my eyes. And either way, win or lose, we have to at least show up and play 60 minutes of hockey, because we can play a really good game and not have the bounces, and that we can kind of come to terms with losing those games. But to be not playing well, not producing how we know we can as a team, and expect to come back in the third period, that's just, again, not how we want to be playing. And it's tough to sit here and be on the coach's show and talk about how we're not producing what we at the level we want to, but I think it's pretty obvious. And I think that if we look at ourselves in the mirror and just kind of look within each other and decide, okay, what can we do now, and try to come up with a solution. And then, like I said, if we can then put together some good hockey, and definitely in that case we would win some games, and maybe be more okay with the losses, that at least we put together 60 good minutes of hockey.
Yeah, and there's been a couple games like that this year. You look at the Saturday game when Port Huron was here last time. And Zemi talked about he felt that the Friday was the worst game than Saturday, and Friday ended up getting lucky. Saturday, you didn't end up getting lucky, and that's kind of the way it goes. The Saturday game in Danbury, I think, had a lot of that. I think it was a strong effort. There were just in the Friday game too, just a few breakdowns here and there. It's just those little instances, but it also doesn't do us any good to sit here and roll over all the negatives. It's that accountability that you talked about a moment ago of finding the solutions and going out there and making it happen.
Right, and even another game that comes to mind is we lost to Carolina in Carolina. I think it was 3-1, and
yep.
We got a major penalty called on us, and they scored 3 goals on that power play, and we lost. And that's we're not a team that takes losing lightly. Everyone gets really upset, as they should. Frustrations, anger, and that game in Carolina was one that it's okay, we did play pretty well, and that's why, to me, this past weekend was extremely frustrating, just because we felt that we know we're a better team than Watertown, and to just come up with 3 points out of 9 is just not enough, and that's just how we feel. But we're not going to forget about it. We're going to learn from it, and we're going to have a good rest of the week in practice here and see what we can take into Port Huron.
Yeah, I know you guys had a skate today, and an optional skate today, and of course Zemi was not there at all today, which was weird because of course he's under the weather. So we have his honorary seat here at Crossroads. So Zemi, if you're watching, listening, please get well soon, and please meet us on the bus, because it would be really, really hard for Devin to try and coach this team. Really, really hard for Devin to try and coach this team. He could, probably, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and just to we had an optional skate today. I think we've been through a lot, win or lose. I think our bodies and with the road trips we've had, I know we were home this weekend, but it was our first 3-game weekend. Those 3-3s aren't easy. And so just having, the optional skate today, obviously yesterday was off, being our, first day after the 3-3, and just, I think it's going to be good for the guys to just spend a little bit of time away from the rink. We do work hard. We are there every day, working extremely hard to improve, stay in shape, and get better. And so I think these 2 days of a little more relaxation and just away from the rink will allow us to be fresh. And tomorrow's really back to business as far as practice goes. We usually have really good Wednesday practices, and so I'm looking forward to it, and really excited to just have these 2 days and get back with the guys tomorrow, Thursday, and hit the road to Port Huron, because last road trip, and then we got Christmas coming up, so it's exciting.
We got this road trip, and then of course Christmas, and then straight to Indiana. And then 3 in Winston-Salem after that to both wrap up the current calendar year and begin the next calendar year. And then Columbus, and then finally we're back at home a month from now. So there's a lot of road hockey coming up. 3 of those you can't really count because it's like a stone's throw away, but. You and I have been to Port Huron a few times.
Yeah, I've been there a lot.
It's a fun place to play. It's a fun place to be, and it's a place that you guys have been twice in franchise history. It's not a place that's brought a ton of success, so I'm sure that's something that you guys want to make sure you take care of this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really, the success of the Bobcats past and the other times we've been in Port Huron. It's I'd say it's almost irrelevant at this point. Their team's completely different. Our team's completely different. We've had a little bit of a rivalry with them this year. It's been, I would say, really fun hockey to watch, and it's been fun to be a part of. I believe we've split with them. Is it 2-2 series right now?
It is 2-2, correct.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit of a war. Obviously, we had that brawl with them. Not a brawl, but it was fight after fight after fight, and just that
3 in a row, yeah.
Yeah, that game where everyone was in the penalty box at the same time, and so yeah, we kind of go to war with them, and I think with rivalries like that, whether you're home or away, it doesn't really matter. The intensity's there, so we're looking to bring that intensity and bring that similar style of hockey that we played when they were here, and just obviously we want to be successful this weekend and just try to take it to them.
You are going to be down a man this weekend, but it's for good reason. Kyle Heitzner heading to the ECHL. Give him a round of applause. That's massive. And as you know, you and the rest of the organization, the plan is always to help guys move up and advance, and that's a feather in the cap when you see someone from here make their way up to the East Coast Hockey League.
Yeah, it's a really big jump. Kyle's a good friend of mine, so congrats, Kyle, if you're listening. It's a big jump, and it's awesome for him. It's good for the organization, and we're proud of him. So that's awesome.
But at the same time, we have to kind of talk about the things of, all right, how do you can't necessarily replace that kind of player, but it's all about everyone else. It's the next man up mentality, right?
Yeah, I mean we've got deep. We're deep up front. We got a lot of forwards. I believe we might have Cooley coming back. Kulikov, I think he'll be off the IR this weekend, and he's a good, intense player. I think, and obviously I don't make the lineup. I'm not sure exactly how it'll go, but I think he's a great asset to our team, and I think we'll be able to fill in the void of Heitzner for this weekend, and we'll see how it goes.
For the brief moments that he's been out there and not hounded by the upper body injury that he's been he's been nursing and battling through. The moments he's been out there, he's shown a lot of flashes of brilliance. I mean, in just a few minutes he's played, he's picked up 2 assists. He plays a really hard, tough, gritty, physical game.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of experience at a really high level, playing in the Q, a little bit in the OHL, and just really good junior hockey. He's a young kid, and he loves the game, so he works hard, and it'll be good to have him back in the lineup.
Talk about what we've seen from PJ Demetrio since he got here. It feels like from the moment he first got here to this past weekend especially, he's made tremendous strides.
Yeah, I mean, I think just kind of getting to know the guys. I've talked with Dimitri one-on-one as well, and just kind of talking about what we need as for our team, and I think he's come in and done a lot of that. Going to the net and shooting pucks. One thing we every team needs is, as coach would say, dog on a bone mentality. He's that kind of guy. PJ he works hard to get the puck, keep the puck, and so he's got that dog on a bone mentality, and he works his bag off. So definitely a big asset and something we really needed.
Yeah, you talked about the mentality of being a puck hound and going to the front of the net. I mean, the 2 goals he scored this weekend were about as greasy as you can get. I mean, the first one, backhander that hits the goalie in the glove, the shoulder, trickles in between the pads. The one Sunday was just, it seemed like a harmless shot for the point. He had his stick in the right spot, redirected it in.
Yeah, just right place, right time. And obviously that one with, we got on the ice there with 34 seconds left, I think it was. Watertown had just scored, and obviously he's coming from Watertown, and so for him to score the dagger with 8 seconds left was incredible. I'm sure he'll remember that for the rest of his life, and a cool moment for the fans, I think. Just nobody wants to go to overtime if we can finish it in regulation, and so that was an awesome goal by PJ, and just good way to start the weekend there. So that was good.
And the other guy that had a strong weekend, Nikita Kazarev, finally getting on the board with his first goal. And Jimmy said it at the auction after the game Friday. I mean, since he got here, he's done nothing but work his tail off. He just has not gotten the bounces as far as getting the puck in the back of the net. He led the league in assists without yet scoring a goal coming into the weekend, and he gets one on back-to-back nights, including the one that launched. We'll release the official number on social media tomorrow, but I'll go ahead and let all of you know. 1,552 stuffed animals collected that will be donated to Mount Rogers Community Services. So new record in that regard, and Nikita was the man that put it in. And as Jimmy said, he's been working his tail off. It was just a matter of getting the bounces.
Yeah, I mean, Nikita's incredible to watch, incredible to play with. His speed is just ridiculous. He's so fast out there, the way he can shift around with the puck and make passes and plays to open areas without, kind of seeing them. We all knew he was going to score soon. I think he was the only one kind of stressing about it. He gets so many chances, and I mean, he probably hit 4 or 5 posts, probably more than that throughout the year. He could already have 10 goals. Now he's got 2, and I think the floodgates have kind of opened for him. I don't think he's going to stop at 2. I think he's got a bunch more in him. So that was great to see. I know that made him happy. Probably, just good to get the monkey off your back. And, obviously he's got a bunch of assists, and he was saying no more assists, just goals. So, we'll see. I think he'll still probably get quite a few assists, but I think it's good to see him. I'd say it's good to see him get going, but he's been going. Like you said, he's always going. He's always on his game, and so just good to see him get some goals this weekend. Yeah,
you talk about guys that are puck hounds as well. Nikita and Milan both for being young guys from the European circuit. That they play that North American style where they're hunting nonstop.
Yeah, I mean we want everyone to do it, right? So we want everyone to want the puck, and obviously not everyone's the same player, but as much as we can, we want everyone to have that mentality. So, but yeah, those two definitely bring the energy, the speed, and they, like you said, they want the puck, and that's what we want from everyone.
And we talked about a little bit about bringing Andrei Simonchik into the fold.
Yep.
And right away against the team that he was a member of a week ago, he gets it going about 7 minutes into the game Friday night. And, I feel like that really set the tone not only for the rest of that game as far as it just being, a back-and-forth battle, but it I'm sure gave you guys a lot of confidence in him and endeared him to you.
Yeah, I mean, it shows he cares, right? If, he saw Heitzy get hit there in the middle, and he didn't hesitate. He just went and did his job, and he's a big presence out there. I think he did really well for us this weekend, and like you said, just to set the tone early, and it was a good tilt. I mean, the other guy didn't really stand a chance, and looking forward to having him.
Yeah, I think
playing with him.
Andre had him on the ground before he could
before the camera could even get to the fight. So
Kelsey was going as fast as she could. I promise. But
do we have a view of that fight from a different angle?
There might be
someone in the crowd, maybe. I don't know.
Someone in the crowd, maybe. But same thing with Robin's fight on Sunday. That was almost over before it started. Although there may be someone on the internet who may have thought that Robin didn't win that fight.
Really?
He lives in New York.
Well, I mean, that's clear cut. I mean, I don't know. Who said he didn't win? Someone said it. Anyway, I don't care who. But someone said. Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
It rhymes with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
The exact words were Robin was TKO'd.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was odd, too.
I didn't think he got hit.
I didn't think. Yeah.
But, Robin's been. He's been training at. I think it's Ring Combat with Robbie there, and they've been a lot of the guys have been going. I'm itching to get out there. I'll be out there with them soon. I think that's been a huge asset to us for so many reasons, not just fighting, but obviously you look at Robin and his confidence out there when he was fighting. I think the Ring Combat definitely helped him out. I think. And the guys love it. I mean, the guys are having a blast out there. So I think pretty soon we'll have the whole team going. So.
Heck, you might even get me out there to start sparring. I don't know. That'd be exciting.
We'll see you on Wednesday. This thing's recording, right? We got
it. It is, yes.
All right.
My fiance is over here throwing up the.
Yeah, we'll get him out there.
Yeah, that should be fun. But could come in handy this weekend, as you said.
Yeah.
It's a team that you've had some spars, some battles with, and now you're going into their barn. The previous 4 meetings have been here, so. I'm sure a lot of crumbs left on the table from the last meeting.
Yeah, I mean, it's, the last time, what was it? It was back-to-back. No, we had a weekend in between, right?
Yep.
And then, so it was still really fresh, and now we've had, other opponents, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be fun just to kind of go down there. We've been playing a bunch of different teams, a bunch of different styles of hockey, and but Port Huron's one we're familiar with, and just looking forward to get in there and have some battles. I think it's going to be a really intense weekend, so it's not going to be easy, but I think we can.
Took the words out of my mouth. It's certainly not going to be easy, and it's going to be an angry Port Huron team.
Yeah.
This past weekend, the first time all year that they've been swept on a weekend, and they get swept by last place Indiana, who's really starting to come on. And of course, we'll see them next weekend, but. That's going to be a PO'd bunch of prowlers that you're going to have to go in and try and take care of.
Yeah. I mean, if they got swept and we didn't get enough out of our weekend, and so it's going to be two teams desperate for wins here, and it'll be entertaining for the fans. It's going to be fun for us, and we're looking to do everything we can to come out on top.
Yeah, I was talking with Will Wiggleman, the Wigglmeister, Port Huron's broadcaster, and our consensus was, the desperation factor in these two teams is going to make it a really fun game to call, and it's going to make it a really intense battle out there too as well, I think.
Yep, and I mean we're on the road, and so there's aspects to it, but I think nothing like a good road trip with the guys, and we'll go have some fun and. It's a little cold down there, but the hotel's really nice right by the river.
The DoubleTree.
Yeah, it's good. So I think it'll be a fun weekend just overall. So
that breakfast buffet is going to be really good. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
it doesn't beat the Super 8 in Fort Chiswell. That's hard to beat. But,
True.
The DoubleTree is, of all the ones we stay at on the road.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
It is probably by far the best.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But no offense to any of the other hotels. But man, the DoubleTree is just hard to compete with. I mean,
they got free cookies.
They literally give you. We get in the lobby and they're handing us cookies. I mean, it's fantastic. You get the breakfast buffet over there at Freighters. Got the big river. You're literally underneath a bridge to another country. It's fantastic. Anyways, that's enough of the sidebar. Time for the fun part of the program.
There's a fun part?
You weren't having fun before?
I'm joking. So it's always fun.
Oh. Anyways, we've been hitting the recent player guests with some rapid fire questions about your teammates. We're going to make this Christmas themed.
Okay.
Since it is the last show before Christmas. So our first question, if you had to pick anyone on the roster to down a fruitcake in less than 10 minutes,
Robin.
Who is it? Robin's been the eating answer.
Well, yeah, he's. I don't know if I should even tell this story, but I know they were at I wasn't there, but the guys made a bet with him. I don't know how it exactly went, but in the end, he ended up drinking like a couple gallons of Coca-Cola. And then after he finished everything, and he ate his food as well, and then he looked at Phil and he said, "Are you going to finish that?" And so he said. And that's just the story I heard. I might be a little off on that,
but where he chugs the entire 2 liter.
Yeah, that's it. That's Robin. And if you're betting food, I think every week you ask that question, you'll get the same answer.
I hope so. So, second question. It was determined in a social media poll by all of you that Dennis is the overwhelming favorite for the Grinch.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as Dentist.
That's new.
So if he's the Grinch, who's the cheermeister? Who has the most Christmas spirit on the team?
Oh, man.
Zemmy's a good pick. That sweater was pretty nice.
Yeah, but he took it off. If he kept it on, I could give him some credit. I think I might go with Strummer on that one.
That's a good
answer. It might be overwhelming Christmas spirit with Strummer. But at the same time, Vero as well. So the goalies. I'm just going to give it to the goalies.
Give it to the goalies. Yeah. The goalies have all the holiday.
No one else comes to mind.
So, as you said, this is a fairly long upcoming road trip.
Yep.
Your top 3 Christmas movies.
Oh.
And then the follow-up will be, do we or do we not have them on the bus?
Elf would be number 1. I watched it a couple weeks ago, so we don't need to bring it on the bus. Die Hard.
Okay, sidebar. That is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I feel very strongly about this.
Yeah, no, it's...
Everyone listening, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Christmas is central to the plot. That is why it's a Christmas movie. Because they would not all be in the building if it wasn't Christmas Eve. Therefore, central to the plot, Christmas movie. I will not be debated on this. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to think of a third one. I don't even know.
Polar Express, Christmas Vacation. Go Shoot Your Eye Out, Christmas Story.
I'm just gonna go with 2. I'm not even gonna. Those are classics, but there's got to be another one in my head that I just can't think of right now. So I think of it,
Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon, 4 Christmases. That's a good one.
Sure. Let's go with that one. 4 Christmases.
The Holiday. I think that's technically a chick flick, but.
See, I got to rewatch all these, so bring them on the bus.
I need to go acquire 4 Christmases. I don't know. I still have to follow through with Carson's request for all 4 Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
I think I can find the first 3.
We need all the Spider-Man movies, all the Star Wars movies. All the Avenger movies, including Iron Man, everything. So if you could collect...
we need the whole MCU in order, right? So all 77 movies.
Yes.
Okay.
If we could get all that, that'd be good.
I might have to semi-illegally burn some DVDs, but that's beside the point. Question 4. If you were to draw any player on the roster for Secret Santa, who would be the hardest to shop for?
Oh, the hardest to shop for? Jeez. I just have easy people in my head right now. I'm just gonna say Phil because he was my Grinch vote, and I just wouldn't know what to buy the Grinch for Christmas. True. He eats onions, right? So I get Phil an onion.
You get him an onion.
I think
that's a great gift.
No, I don't.
Avocado, thanks.
Yeah, probably Phil. He'd be tough to shop for.
Who would be the easiest to shop for then?
Oh boy, anyone with an animal, which would be Strummer, Bakes, Vero. All those guys could get some easy gifts. Merckx would be pretty easy just because he's probably one of my closest friends on the team. It's pretty easy all around.
In the non-Christmas themed question category, he did pick you as who he would be stuck in a zombie apocalypse with. So
Merckx did?
Merck did. He said you'd be well stocked.
Yeah, probably not surprising.
My thought process was he would just be so upset that the zombie apocalypse was happening in general that he would just start going ham on anything and everything in front of him. But
yeah, but like you still want to be stocked up to do that.
Still have to have.
Yeah, just being Americanized, coming over here from Canada. I've developed a new hobby or some sort of a love for guns in general. Part of my Christmas present to myself maybe this year. So, I would say it could be a fun time in a necessary zombie apocalypse.
Let's say we have there's a snowball fight happening.
Yeah.
Who are you picking as your wingman in the snowball fight?
Well, if Merckx went with me, I'll go with Merckx. A little bit of loyalty there. Can I make like a group? How many am I allowed? Just one?
No.
What? Is it 2v2?
No. As many people as you would want to have on your snowball fight.
Well, now I have to exclude people. So let's see.
If
we're going to put a top 5.
Let's say top 5, yeah.
I mean, I would have Merckx, Stux, Nikita, and Heights. So that'll be our house. And then Heights is he's off to the coast. So let's say
he still counts.
Yeah, but like I need room. I need room on the roster, so I'll go with Carson. I think he's got a pretty wicked arm. I seen Rouse throwing the football around the other day too, so yeah, we might be up to 7, but that'll be my core group of for a snowball fight.
Okay, I have to ask. I haven't asked this yet, but I think you're the leading expert on this category. The final question is non-Christmas themed.
Okay.
Who is the best and worst sewer ball player on the roster?
Oh my gosh. The best?
You can
I'm not,
say yourself.
No. I'd be up there, but I'm not the best. Nikita is actually probably the best, but he doesn't play. He's played a couple times.
So he just doesn't want to, poo-poo on.
He hasn't been. No, I don't know. He hasn't been playing much. Phil's pretty good, and I will say, Ryan Van Dyke.
Yes.
Has improved tremendously. He's not at the top. He's nowhere near the top, but he's also no longer the worst. Like he's climbing somewhere into the middle. So if he's listening, shout out to Ryan. He's been improving at sewer ball. And he's got those like meta glasses, so he's been wearing those for that. It's been pretty cool. So
and terrific content as well.
Just great to see Ryan's growth out there on the sewer ball field and just kicking it around. No, but he's a blast to have around and play with. So he's most improved. I'll give him that. And then the worst on the team. Geez, this is mean. PJ came in hot and been killing it on the ice. Don't really have enough of a sample for him to give him the worst on the team, but he's definitely down there. He's a couple. You call it dead foot, like it just hits your foot and falls on the ground and you're out. So
I think the few times that I've joined in, that's happened at least.
Yeah, you've got a dead foot for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Robin though. He can make some plays. Sometimes the effort just isn't there, and he wins for worst sewer player on the team right now. It could change though.
It could. This is a fluctuating category. So
he's coordinated enough to do it. Sometimes he just doesn't get it done. So I'll give it to Robin.
In the sewer ball in the last time we were in Indiana was probably one of the most competitive.
That was crazy.
That was.
They don't have a great map.
No,
it
was right. But so in Indiana, there's a quarter sheet of ice behind the actual rink.
Yeah, we have like no space. It'd be like trying to keep the ball within those couches, and there's like 10 of us. I know you can't see the couch if you're watching at home, but it's like.
I mean, you kind of.
It's like
I'm not that.
It's like. It's probably 7 feet by 7 feet, and
it's
and
a
they
tight squeeze.
They got their bleachers, and it's you got to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
But we make it work.
Yeah. Well, did you see my broadcast position there?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Well, I mean, you saw me the whole game because I was standing right there, but,
Sitting at the glass.
that was a little weird,
Well,
but it was also fun.
you'll be back there in 2 weeks. So
But it was one of those things where I didn't want to scream too loud because I didn't want either the opposing team to throw something at me because the netting's not quite that high. And when Indiana scored, I didn't want Vero to look at me like he wanted to kill me.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of walk a fine line there and go through a hobbit hole in the wall to get there.
I think you're overthinking it.
I might be overthinking it just a smidge. But
No, that was tough for you.
Yeah. I get to call my 200th game this weekend.
Really?
In the Mike
awesome.
broadcast booth.
Congratulations. That's
Thank
really
you.
cool.
It's not important or anything.
It's still a milestone. It's cool. It's cool.
I talked to Zemi. He is going to let me read the lineup, I think. So be ready for that.
I'll be waiting. How are you gonna read the lineup and then run back to your booth?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is that in Indiana?
No, this is in Port Huron this on Saturday.
You got to walk pretty high up there.
It's not that bad.
Okay. The steps, yeah.
As previously stated, I am not that fat. I love you too, Kiernan. Anyways, speaking of this weekend, we'll kind of wrap it here. We've talked about it a lot tonight, but at the end of the day, I think that the biggest key going forward here is what we talked about a lot last week is just trying not to overthink things.
Yeah.
Because when you start thinking, you start gripping your stick too hard.
Yep.
Things can go really wrong at that point. You can't try and force things that aren't there. I think that the MO going into the weekend is try and keep it simple.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to prepare and be ready, and put together 60 minutes of hockey every night. And I've already said it, but like you said, simple hockey, hard work, and just have fun and don't overthink it. Just enjoy playing the game we love. That's what we got to do this weekend, and just be ready. That's it.
Yeah, and as you said at the start of the show, getting that mental reset, I think here at the beginning of the week, I think was good for everybody, and sometimes something just as simple as that can really help right the ship.
Yeah, I mean when you're sore and when you're thinking like my hip from yesterday or my shoulder or whatever it is, that because everyone's got different little things, and just coming in fresh, like I'm super excited to practice tomorrow, and I think if everyone's got that mindset and everyone's excited to be back in the locker room with the guys, and just starts there, we'll enjoy the week and then make the trip down to Port Huron. Can't
wait for it. It's going to be a little over 10 hours, but there is no better group of men I would rather be stuck on a bus with than 10 hours.
Same here.
Than our group. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Who awed? Oh, that was the president of your fan club again. So before we go, I have to ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you remember who your first FPHL goal was against?
No, I don't. I'm trying to think. Like, I played for Cornwall, and we played Watertown almost 25 or 30 times that year, because there was only 4 or 5. There was, I think it was
5 teams.
5 teams. Yeah, we played. I think there was 6 actually.
There might have been.
It was Danville,
Cornwall, Watertown, the previous Danbury team.
No, Danbury, but there was that North Shore Knights team.
That's right. Yeah, the road
and
team.
Carolina.
Yes.
And so there was 6 teams, but we played Watertown 25 times. So I'm pretty sure it must have been against Watertown.
It was against Watertown.
Did you look?
I looked.
Oh, really? I had to be. We played them every night.
It was against Watertown.
Okay, that makes sense.
In November of that year.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. Like, how did I score? I have no idea. I have no idea.
It didn't tell me how you scored. It just said you scored.
It's been 10 years.
It's been 10 years, and it's now been 3 here in Blue Ridge.
Or 9 years, but it'll be 10. Yeah.
It's your third here in Blue Ridge, so let's wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Kind of to the point of what you said Friday during the auction. just how much things have grown and
Yep.
just kind of touch on, where things are at based on, when you started to where things are now.
Where I started with Blue Ridge or when I started
with Blue Ridge, yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, geez, where do I start? I mean, even here, I've been, this is my third or fourth coaches show, and even last year it wasn't this packed. A lot of people here, so it's pretty cool. Obviously, the fans, I know a lot of the fans, like, at first, there's still some fans that have been to every home game, and I hear that all the time, and they won't miss it. But now it's like fans are itching to get to any event, and I see it a lot more in the community. Obviously, we can talk for days about the rink and how much it's developed. The ownership group has grown in terms of, or it's changed in such a positive way. The fans, I mean, we're averaging really good numbers. The building's loud. The first year, if you want to compare the first year, most of the fans were Thunderbirds fans. And towards the end, that kind of changed, but the growth around here has been tremendous. There's so many people, kids learning to skate, leagues starting up, men.
The pickup league.
The pickup.
League, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna call it beer league because that's.
I don't know. Brandon plays in that league, so is it okay if we? Okay. Great, fantastic team names in the Blue Ridge.
Oh yeah, no,
by the way, you've got the Woodburger,
yeah.
The Wood Boogers, the Air Team, not the A Team, the Air Team.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other two are.
I don't know the names. I've seen the logos. It's cool, and everybody's just loving hockey around here, and so it's grown a lot, and it's been a lot of fun. So really cool to see.
Yeah, it's been a complete 180-degree turn from where it started to where we are now. I will mention this before we go. Brandon made your sign.
Yep.
Did you catch my little note on there?
I saw a lot of the names. I
wrote Carpool Pal.
I didn't see it. I saw it on Facebook. I still have it. I'll go look at it. I'll send you a picture, and you'll know that
I just want proof that you saw it, okay?
It was a busy night. The what?
Oh, there was a second sign? I didn't even know there was a second sign.
I did see that. Yes. No, it was awesome. And I really like the chrome bucket you put together. That thing's awesome. Yeah.
Now, there's putting on the foil, and then there's what's on his head.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious.
I think he put Jiffy Pop on a Puffy bike helmet.
There's a picture of you, hanging over the glass with your helmet, and, I got a pretty good kick out of that.
That was awesome.
That was funny.
But
that's kind of why I made sure he got the T-shirt. I saw him hanging over there, and when I went to, I didn't want to throw it. I know it's kind of, I was supposed to throw it, but here you go. Yeah, he's hanging over. So
I don't know the snowball fight question. I was trying to think of who has a good arm with the T-shirts, but they always come unrolled before you're able to get rid of them. So,
but and just these guys and their whole section just been cheering for me since day one, and so it's been, appreciated from me, and really cool to see. Anytime your jerseys, just out in the crowd or walking around, it means something. It's cool, and so I appreciate them and that whole section. There's plenty other fans cheering for all of us, and obviously the other guys get some love, and everyone needs it. But that section's been huge for me, so it's been awesome.
Yeah, you talk about the building being loud. We'll go ahead and throw this reminder in there real quick about the St. Jude Showdown coming up. I got a good feeling that considering that both teams will be wearing specialty jerseys and both teams will be auctioning them off after the game, that we might be able to sell the barn out. I'm hoping.
That's against Carolina, right?
Correct.
And so are we auctioning their jerseys?
More or less. That's to be determined whether or not we're going to do that live.
Because they should
we're going to do that online. That'll be decided. But all the proceeds from the jersey auctions, plural, and the merchandise will go to St. Jude.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So we should, I get it. That's cool. Awesome.
Yep. You
really
guys will
cool.
still get your 10%, but
Well,
the majority of the proceeds will go to St. Jude, as with the T-shirts.
Oh, cool.
It'll be a fun night, and I think we'll be able to pack the barn out for a rivalry
cool.
night that weekend. So the night before that's $1 corn dogs, by the way. So
whoa.
Just in case.
I'll be getting some corn
dogs.
dogs.
Who I'm really sad is not going to be here? Instead, he'll be in the Marine Corps. Purdy.
Really? He loves
would love
corn
corn dog
gosh.
night. Oh, man. Corn dogs are unbelievable.
Do miss that guy.
I do
Purdy's
miss
great
Purdy.
to have around.
Purdy saved me some oxygen. So
yeah, great to have him around, and congrats to him, and thank you to him for what he's doing. That's awesome.
Absolutely. But anyways, we'll wrap it here. Our 3 keys to victory this weekend in Port Huron.
Hard work, special teams, and have fun. I think having fun and just working hard, and we can't be too loose, but we got to enjoy where we're at and enjoy the process. And I think that's the next step. And I think if we have a fun weekend, then winning is fun. And so I'm just going to go with those 3 keys. And looking forward to this weekend.
As the great Nuke Lelouch of the Durham Bulls once said, I like winning. It's a lot better than losing. And with that, we will see you Friday night from Port Huron. Remember, watch party at Hitachi Energy Arena Saturday night. Open skate and bumper cars both will be going on Saturday night at the watch party. Concessions will be open. The lights will be there as well. So there's no reason not to come out and cheer the boys on from home. So I would love to see the barn packed there Saturday night. 7:30 start Friday, 7 o'clock start Saturday. We're on air at 7:15 on Friday night right here on YouTube on the Blue Ridge Hockey Network, as well as Facebook Live, Sportfy, and the audio side on 96.5 WCGX The Cat. This has been the one and only edition of, unless we do it again at some point, The Captain Show with the Captain, Danny Martin. I'm Brett Wiseman. For Danny Martin and his fan club, all of which made the trip. We'll see you Friday night.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Went a little longer than I wanted it to.
That's fine. It was genuine.
It was.